Hi, it's Kurt. So basically, I need you guys to know that I'm not looking at my YouTube because I don't even want to be posting videos, but like everyone's got lots of things wrong or confusion. So, that's why I'm posting videos, but I don't want anyone to know who I am. Nope. I want to be the silent hand. The silent hand. So you can take my content and make it your own and put it places, and that would be ideal for me. So anyway, I'm not looking at my YouTube. I don't really care what anyone says. That's just me. Uh, but anyway, I am not. I have no gender dysphoria at all. I am a man. And to all the cis men that are like, you would never be a real man, well, I think what you're trying to say there is you will never be a cis man, which is true. I will never be a cis man, but you'll never be a trans man. So, like, I don't think anyone's better than the other. Personally, I'd rather be a trans man, but, like, we're both real. I'm existent last time I checked. I mean, I wish I wasn't, but I'm kind of stuck here. So, first of all, that's a ridiculous argument. Second of all, um, I think that I was born this way, and like, either way, I'm a believer in strict determinism, so either way, I didn't really have a choice, because no one has a choice. But, in anything. Well, even without that, I don't really remember ever being a woman like in my life. So I just pretended to be one. Fuck, I knocked out my contact. I pretended to be one. I'm like really blind. I was going to work out, so that's why. But it wasn't even like I was pretend. I just like played femininity as a man. So I always knew I was a man. But anyway, so I'm not gender dysphoric. That doesn't mean I don't need my meds. Because, like, I am a man. And I need my medication that men have when they're low on testosterone. That's what, like, 47XXY men who can't produce testosterone, they take it. And men low on testosterone, like cis men low on testosterone, take it. So I'm a man who can't produce testosterone. What do I need to take? So anyway, I'm really pissed off about not getting the right puberty. I'm really pissed off that people, like, now that I'm doing my second puberty, people tell me I'm transitioning, because I've always been a man. The only reason I had to transition to being a man is because you guys, your entire fucked up society, labeled me wrong at birth. Point blank period. Labeled me wrong at birth. So now I have to transition, and I have gender dysphoria because I'm really a woman, and I just want to be a man because I'm fucked up in the head. All of this with quotation marks because I don't believe any of it. You know, they told black people they were descendants of Ham and that they were destined to be enslaved because they, uh, retaliated against God or worshipped a pagan religion instead of God, or Ham did something of the other. I don't know. I was reading James Baldwin and realized that they basically made black people hate themselves and believe they were prisoners, and like, I mean, prisoners. You understand what I mean? Bad people, sinners. Not saints. That's only cishet white men. That's able cishet white men. That's the only saints. Everyone else is a sinner. Everyone else isn't real. Everyone else is a liar. So, what do you think they lied to trans people about? What do you think they're telling trans people? What lies do you think they're disseminating into our culture that are entire bogus bullshit? Like, someone's gotta say it. I am a man. I'm not gender dysphoric. I am a man. I had to get it written on a little fucking sheet for me to get my meds. Because that was the only way they were going to give me my meds. Gender dysphoria is a diagnosis that they have to write on all the shit in order to give me my meds that I need because I'm a man. I, I just, you know, they have science to show that what we're saying is real. They tend to ignore it because they want to keep their cis culture, gender standards, and gender conformity. So I'm fucked. Not their gender standards, not labeling trans babies cis from birth. That's not the fucked up part. It's me. It's my head. My head isn't right. And I need meds regardless, but I need meds because my head's fucked up, not just because my head is. I'm out of coffee. I had oat milk the other day for the first time, and I really liked it. Like, I'm a pescatarian, but I really like dairy products, so I haven't given up dairy, but, like, I think we enslave animals, so ideally I'd like to cut out as much dairy as possible. Um, but, you can only help so much, but I got oat milk, and it tasted good. Although I can't chug it like I do milk, although I don't know the milk chugger. If I had to, like, give someone a diss, I'd probably call him a milk chugger from now on. You're such a milk chugger, man. Don't know what it means. If anyone has the definition, let me know. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of how I feel, and that's why I, like, went off on height dysphoria. I don't know if you guys saw that video. It was up for like 3 days, but then I took it down because I felt bad because I'm not going to tell people that they can't feel bad about their bodies. I just think it's fucking pointless and that you should be like, I'm the coolest person in the world. But also I realized that lots of people had their proper puberty withheld from them, either gaslit out of them, or now they're literally making proper puberty for trans people illegal. So, like, no one really cares. God fuck. But yeah. Ideally, trans people wouldn't have to transition. They could just be who they are. People are gonna have to, like, say who they are, though. They aren't just gonna have to be labeled as an ego from birth. And then secondly, uh, trans people should get the right puberty at the right time. It saves money that way, actually. I wouldn't have titties, I wouldn't have a period. Now my period's not going away, I need a hysterectomy. Now I have titties, I need them to get cut off. If I had gotten puberty blockers, it wouldn't be this way. Okay? You get it? So, if people only care about money and think trans people are expensive, well, one, that's not a reason to hate someone. Two, get people their meds at the right time, or else you gotta pay for it. You gotta pay for all my surgeries. Well, insurance does. It's because you didn't tell my parents the right information from birth that I could have been a man or a woman or a non-binary. So, seems like not my problem. Seems like your problem. In all of it. My brain is not messed up. Your society is messed up. If you're a cis person, if you're a trans person, we don't really have culture yet, but we're working on it. I see all you people being visible, doing cool stuff. You go. You know when they like got mad at like Miles and other people for making transness cool? What the fuck? You make, like, cisness can be cool, but not transness. You make transness cool. If trans people try to have a culture, everyone's gonna want to be trans. And we just can't have that because everyone needs to want to be cis. That's how it needs to be. Everyone needs to be a sissy, sissy, sissies. I'm walking around being a sissy. That's the proper way to be. Haven't you heard? That's the only way you can be. If you're a tranny, you're like messed up in the head. You got something going on. I hate it. What lies did they tell trans people? Well, that they weren't trans, that they were just pretending. Lots of things. So if you aren't taking your meds because you realize that you're what you say you are, take your meds, please. Because I did that for a long time. I was like, I'm a man. I don't need to take my meds. And then I realized that trans kids existed who got their puberty at the right time, and I was like, I'm not jealous. And I kept on saying, I'm not jealous for a long time, and then I was like, wait a minute. You're saying I could have done this, and I never would have had, and I would have always been. And then, like, yeah, I think I need to take these meds. And they made my brain function for the first time in my entire life. They also made me a bit too confident and a little bit angry. But I think eventually I'll get over it. That's the hope, at least. That's the hope. I'm not that angry. Just like, I'd say I'm slightly perturbed. But I still love everyone. Even the Trump supporters. And Trump. They're just confused and they've been told lots of lies. And so they tell lots of lies. And they're afraid. Afraid little babies. But trans people, you're super cool and we deserve more than what we're given. And you're real. You're really real. I see you and believe in you. Even if you aren't on your meds. I'm just telling you the meds like really helped me. And I was really didn't want to take them for a long time. Just like a year and a half. I feel like that's pretty good. But yeah, they have to write down gender dysphoria to get them. And I just want to let you guys know that I've never been gender dysphoric except for when I was pretending to be a woman. Now I'm not gender dysphoric at all. And I didn't have to pretend to be a woman. That was put on me by society. So, I'm gonna keep on holding up my sign that says stop labeling trans baby cis outside of hospitals every single chance I get. And, uh, please don't take away the right to have puberty from trans kids. The right one, not the endogenous kind. Because that's like me saying all cis kids should undergo trans puberty. It's the same thing. It's not very nice. It's very mean. Okay, so just try to spread love in the world instead of hate and fear. And if you don't relate to any of this, like I say in all my videos, do your own thing. Just don't do only what society tells you to do.